So, hello and welcome everybody. I'm Infian Ewok, and with me again is my usual Russian Cthulhu, and we are here bringing you the first match of Southeast Asia's Relegations.
Yeah, the boys, and this is a very interesting match actually, especially with the map picks, because we have Clubhouse, Oregon, and Border for this one. And so for Clubhouse, Ferox start off on attack. INE or iNation.esports will be on attack on Oregon, and then Border will be the third map in case we will be seeing a draw between the two first maps.
Right. So, both teams are from Indonesia, and we are both ready to go. We'll be starting very soon. First map will be Clubhouse, where we'll be having Ferox on attack. Let's just go through the lineups just very quickly before we switch over to the game screen. On Ferox's side, we have Papacito, Tolji, Kura, Detrian, and Zitusin. On INE's side, I don't know all of them, but they are The Ghost and Vegas, Super Vegas. He's formerly known as Vegas Kicker, Friska, Shazam, and Kree.
Kree, yes. And I feel that this should be quite interesting because Ferox, they are at the moment, as far as I remember, on the bottom of the Pro League. They do have some very interesting plays from time to time, so this should be quite interesting. But at the same time, within at least Southeast Asia, that's what I've been noticing a whole lot, is that primarily players just tend to stick to kind of set standard kind of strats for this one.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
So I'm curious,
even if the strats are considered kind of odd, like especially in a skyscraper where you'll see the guys go, or as a second bomb site, you'll see them more often than not. Instead of going to Kitchen Barbecue, they like to go over to the hologram office side, which is kind of weird. But Southeast Asia loves to do that, whether it's ranked or whether it's pro league. So
Southeast Asia is like one of that odd brother who seems to be alright doing the same thing as everyone else within the family, but has its own twist. So it should be quite interesting, to be honest.
So it's a pretty standard lineup on defense: Smoke, Jaeger, Legion, Bandit, and Mirror. And you can see that Legion, he's set himself up in the dirt tunnel, and I guess he's going to be holding that. So they've brought two hard breachers, have Ferox Esports, the Thermite, who I presume will be going for the dirt push, and then Hibana for the patches. Kura will be bringing the buck as a stealth shot. Kura is definitely Ferox's strongest fragger.
I would like to point out though that the fact that Ferox brought in only a Twitch to deal with any electronics, not a Thatcher, not just a Twitch. And so if the defenders will be able to deal with the Twitch drones very quickly and efficiently, Ferox might have some problems.
Yeah,
because they will be
especially when they're pushing.
Yeah,
when they're pushing that church mirror window, the main stage push is going to be disabled unless maybe like they burn the ADS somehow, and Kura is able to frag over the church walls.
Yeah, I'm dubious about that one for now, but I'm quite I didn't see quite clearly that mirror setup, but I think only two wall patches were reinforced.
Yeah, they reinforced the right and center panel when looking out from here, so you can see here. And the smoke is going to be playing this, and they'll leave the left wall unreinforced, so you can catch anyone dropping into the motor. And they just opened the motor hatch. They also have the stock hatch open, and the first frag finally goes out. Kura takes a headshot onto the smoke. So I believe he opened up the wall.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Detrian has actually dropped into sight. He takes a Shazam. That's the bandit gone, and he actually spots another one over at boxes, but he can't land the shot. He knows there's someone in the dirt tunnel, and he secures that kill. But Kura takes down the ghost as well. Oh, Kree takes two down. Detrian and Kura go down, but Papacito dropping in. He gets the frag very easily. It's a strong round for Ferox.
indeed. And Papacito just showed showed iNation who's the puppy in the house with that rush through the tunnel. So no, that I consider a very effective push by Ferox.
Yeah,
And
it did look at a point that they were stalling out. Like, you know, they didn't actually get dirt open with thermite, and then they were like, it was like 1 minute, 30 seconds, nothing was happening. But when it happened, it suddenly exploded.
It felt that iNation slightly overcomplicated, to be honest. Like they had that player playing in tunnels, but nobody breached it,
Defenders,
and they
protect
still
your
had
bombs from being
that player
defused by
playing in the
attackers.
tunnel. So not exactly also a good position to play from that big, because the moment the attackers even start pushing like or drop down, you are at a disadvantage. Because the attackers can be hiding behind the bomb around the corner, and the moment you peek through that doorway, you wreck. You're gonna get wrecked.
That is true, but I guess they did not anticipate the explosiveness that
Could be that.
you know, these guys
Yeah.
presented with themselves.
It could most definitely be that, but nonetheless,
10
Ferox
seconds
managed
remaining.
to show off a pretty good start, set the good pace. I'm curious
5 seconds
how
left before
we'll
insertion.
approach that, because they decided to grab a
Attackers
glass.
have recovered their diffuser.
They only bring in only
Attackers'
one hard
objective is to
breacher,
locate a
meaning
bomb and defuse
they
it.
will be emphasizing just on the hatches push, and they got Zofia.
So this is definitely an odd lineup. And look at this, Papacito getting so aggressive before deciding, okay, I don't want to test this.
I think he wanted just to get the quick info. I don't think he was actually going in for that firefight.
I mean,
'cause
if
I
he would have taken
believe-
it, I think, if someone presented themselves.
I mean, presented the opportunity, I think he would have gone for it, but at that point, overextending wouldn't have been the plan.
Vegas taking
Why
so
not
much
overextend?
damage from Kura here, and Kura sends out both of his impact grenades and takes Vegas down even further. He's out just on like 5 HP. He's gonna go for a reset now. Kura also took a bit of damage, quite a bit of damage, I believe. He might be getting a reset
Yeah.
here, down in
Attackers
sight.
have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, he will.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
There's Super. There we go, and Kura as well. Super Vegas. And look at that. It's a bit of a slow push in terms of getting inside of the building from INE, but I guess it's okay.
The attackers' bomb diffuser
It probably
has
will
been
be,
dropped.
but I'm not curious about that hold by Legion. That was spicy. And I also wanted to point out the previous round that it was Legion who was holding the dirt tunnel instead of smoke. That how would the meta usually dictate? Ooh, Cream nearly getting his head taken off by that Legion from that angle, because Legion had the clearest shot at him.
That is an incredibly hard angle for the attackers to fight. They can drone this guy out, but unless they have flash grenades, which they do not, they can't really do
I
anything.
mean,
They have Zophia's impacts though.
they have the flashbangs, I believe,
They-
and they have the Zofia impact, so they can lure him out and get him out there very quickly. It's a matter of will the defenders have the crossfire set up
But,
for that.
but as you saw, wasted utility from the Hibana. She sends in, burns the ADS, but doesn't do anything further after that. And she's just roaming around above stock, and just 45 seconds left in the round. They still haven't gotten the bar hatch open. And Shazam, he's trying to push down main stairs, but I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to do now. The Twitch drone is trying to get this mirror window open here in church, but Detrian just, moves on over. And yeah, this hold is looking to be very successful, and you can see the angle. Told you just can't be hit.
He's too fast, too sneaky. The guy.
Vegas does get the dragon started. Papacito goes down, and then Shazam gets told you.
Oh.
Vegas gets another, and suddenly this strong hold is falling apart. It's just up to the captain, Detrian, but he can't do anything. And Vegas ending off with a 3K after being almost killed off by Kura at the very start. Good
The
red.
redemption. The redemption was there, but at the same time, it felt that Ferox just got a bit too cocky. They forgot completely about the hold of the double window, and that was the bane of them.
And
Because
they also didn't win any of the gunfights. Sure, Detrian got the reloading Zofia over at main stairs, but that's all he got. They've lost every single of the gunfight, and Toji, he was trying so hard. He was so scared of being shot from the stock hatch that he exposed himself to main stairs, and then everyone started dying. They were confused, like, oh shit, where's it coming from? It just fell apart.
Defenders, protect your bombs
Yes.
from being defused by attackers.
Certainly, that didn't seem like the problem, but I'm curious now whether INE can follow up on that win, or whether we'll be seeing just a game of attacks on Clubhouse, because it feels to me rather that both teams are not too prepared for their defense.
Yeah.
Like, they have attack polished out. They know that they probably used to be lacking with the attack, but now they're lacking in defense.
And look,
So I'm curious.
look at this.
10 seconds
So
to go.
they're persisting INE with the blue mirror, but
5
one
seconds
thing I want
remaining.
to say is the lineup of the defenders. They have an Ella
Attackers
and
recovered the
a
bomb
Doc.
diffuser. Attackers'
And a
objective
Doc,
is to
yeah.
locate a
Rex,
bomb and defuse it.
Doc was a big surprise for me, but the only thing that comes to my mind is the toxic spawn
No, I think he's gonna play
and any of
Kane.
that stuff.
I think Shazam's gonna cut himself away at Kane and try to test the kill. But no, he's not doing that right now. Maybe he's waiting for the hatch to be open. I'm not sure. Usually when you bring the ACOG, you like to put it on box.
Probably. It could be actually that this might be the plan. And look at this, also Kura running the SME, the PDW instead of the assault rifle, which should be quite interesting. And I like how Southeast Asia, like, you look at even ANZ, all the players are playing just default 5-man hold, whereas in Southeast Asia, like, I'm seeing this for, I think it's about like the second time when defenders just play like that slight roaming, like around the staircase area, just trying to get like as much angle and as much coverage as possible before falling back. So they play that kind of semi-aggressively, and I love it.
What? I'm not exactly sure why they've brought a Jackal, to be absolutely honest. This is Clubhouse basement. Like, you're gonna get these pings, sure, but they're not really gonna be very useful, because who actually roams in Clubhouse? Yes, we know Adam, you know, in North America, he roamed. Oh, there we go! Vegas goes down, Papacito takes it down, Admin to Admin. Unfortunately for him. But yeah, as I was saying about the roam
by
game, Adam roamed in North America, but that's one off. You're never gonna see it again. You're never gonna see it work. So I'm not sure why exactly they brought Jackal. They could have droned out the entire first floor with but still brought Jackal, and they followed it up with a drone, and now they have 1 minute left. Now Detrian is pushing into dirt this time. He's gonna contest with Friska here. Friska now has heard that ding, but Detrian is backing off. Oh no, he missed! Twitch missed! Oh dear, Zitosin, but he does get the window open, and somehow the defenders not paying attention. Shazam, I believe. Well, there we go, Detrian. He does push down dirt in the end. Friska goes down, and now it's 5v2. Togi takes down Creed, Togi takes down another, the Ghost goes down, and it's just up to the dog of Shazam, and Togi finishes him off as well. That's a 3k for Togi after he drops in from the blue hatch.
That was very well played, considering he dropped from the supply room hatch. That was a very well executed push. But it leads me to the thought.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'll just quickly finish this off. That this might be actually just a game of attack. So whichever team will win a defense will pretty much win this map, in my opinion.
Yeah, indeed. And actually, maybe not, because if the defense win, comes, suppose, like, or before the match point, for example, and, they have to go on to Barstock, that could maybe
Attackers need to locate
end
and
up,
defuse bombs.
twisting the pattern. And a lot of times we have seen this, especially in Southeast Asia, where you have teams winning their attack on basement with 0 issues, and then suddenly they go up to Barstock attack, and they inexplicably lose because the momentum, the pattern suddenly changed. They're attacking a different bomb site, and somehow the defenders managed to win Barstock despite it being a way worse bomb site to defend. So let's see how it goes. I hope it's not going to be just attack, but it does seem to be shaping up
10
this way.
seconds to go.
We've not really seen anything off note on defense. And as I was trying to
5
say,
seconds left before
what
insertion.
INE did and what Ferox are doing right now as well is they're putting
Attackers
a
have
mirror
recovered their
window
diffuser. Attackers must
inside
locate and
of
defuse a
blue
bomb.
tunnel. Okay, this mirror window is inside of blue tunnel and faces into church. So there's no one told you dropped in. He took control of that mirror window, looked through it, and he saw, okay, there's absolutely no contention, and I see that gunfire there from that corner. That is not my friendly, that is an enemy, and I'm gonna take him down. And that's a very easy push-in for him, and that was something
Defender
very,
has left the
that's
designated
something
staging
I
area.
don't agree with. You know, putting the mirror in blue, and the better teams in Southeast Asia, Cryptic and UM, they used to do this, and even Script used to do this, but they have abandoned it like quite a while back because they realized how easy it is to lose control of Blue Tunnel. But let's go on to this match, this round. Shazam takes down Detrian, trying to have very aggressive throw up here, up on the first point. That didn't work out for him at all.
I feel that going for the roam on the current clubhouse is not the brightest idea.
Yeah, just wait,
Like,
just
you
wait
get
a few days, man.
Like, yeah, wait till the reward comes, and I'm pretty sure that will be more than plenty of space to do the running. Never mind talking about running Kura. That should be actually quite spicy because I don't think they're expecting the.
Oh, they are.
No, never mind. They are. They are.
Oh my goodness, the Ash is just sitting there using that pixel
Attackers
angle,
have dropped the bomb diffuser.
waiting for him. Shazam!
Attackers
And
recovered the
oh,
diffuser.
look at this. Kura has no impact grenades with which he can flank the Ash, so he has to rotate back into the
That
bedroom
rotation
side.
is cut off.
Yeah, that rotation's cut off.
Yeah, so that will be quite a bit of a pain in the backside for him now because he's pretty much cut off. So he'll be cut off from his
Bomb located by attackers.
teammates because I doubt that they will be sacrificing any more of the manpower, and he's just got tagged up. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd write off Kura right now
No, now
and leave it until
this is
3 to
Attackers dropped
5.
the diffuser.
Yeah, this is a bit of a game of chicken right now, though. Who is gonna fall
Attackers
off the
recovered
angle
the bomb
first? It's gonna
diffuser.
be Kura who's gonna aggress onto Shazam, or is it Shazam gonna fall off and assist the side push, or is it the guy who's holding the rotation into bedroom, which it seems to have done? And look at that, Kura gets the kill onto
Wow.
Friska. He makes the rotation happen, and the Hibana goes down, who was holding the rotation from the other side. And I'm not sure what Shazam is doing right now. He should have gotten the call that his teammate is dead. He needs to either push on the side or finish off. Vegas potatoes quite a bit onto the mirror, and Z2 takes down the Ghost. Vegas gets down by the Jaeger as well, and Kura takes down one more coming back
15
from
seconds to go.
his roam. Kree goes down. This is going to be the first defensive win. Yes, it is. Toji takes down Shazam as well and finishes off the downed glare of Vegas. So that's strong.
I stand corrected. Holy moly, Kura showed just an able to just outplay. That is nutty.
Cool.
That is, I like it. And
Kura is-
Toji just sitting on 5 kills as well.
Kura is an excellent fragger, but there was a misplay from INE for sure.
That was probably, yeah. Hibana having the element of surprise over Kura, that should not have probably happened.
He was holding the angle, but then so was the Ash, and these are both 3-speed operators, and Ash has literally one job: kill. And she was
Attackers need to
holding an
locate and
angle.
defuse
So initially,
bomb.
when she was holding the angle, she almost caught Kura off guard. That's great. But
Yeah.
then after that, the Ash did nothing. Shazam just sat there and sat there and sat there, and then Kura got 2 kills.
Yeah.
He should have been aggressing onto the visual. They even had drones pinging his location. He had 3 out of 3 flashbangs. Flash security, move in. I mean, and then after that, if he's not in security, you know he's in cash room.
10 seconds left.
And you flash cash room, both corners, and that's a free frag for you.
5 seconds to
Yeah.
insertion.
But oh well. Better for
Attackers have recovered their
Ferox,
diffuser.
as they
Attackers
currently
must
own a
locate and defuse
2-point
the bomb.
advantage over INE, which is
No.
quite a...
Yeah,
Okay.
they are 2 rounds out, but now they have to go. The next defense has to be onto Barnes.
True.
Let's see how.
But with that in mind, they will be going in a big point advantage. over INE. So I would still say that my bet will be for this map will be on Ferox, to be honest.
Yeah, I would still say Ferox, and they are the Pro League side here. INE are the Challenger League side. Definitely Ferox have more experience, and of course they pushed not on Clubhouse, but they pushed Cryptic on Chalet in one other map, 6-5, 6-5 in the very first match of the Season 7 of the Southeast Asian Pro League. Now Kura's bringing the PDW Jackal again, but this time instead of relying on the Twitch, they have gone over to the Thatcher. You noted this in the very first round.
Yeah.
Baker seems to be running the FBI shotgun. You can hear it going off, but Freeska gets the first kill onto Zito Sin as he tries to shoot him in. Interesting.
That was unfortunate for...
Oh, it's not Vegas who had the FBI shotgun. It was Zito Sin.
Yep. It was indeed.
And he did absolutely no damage.
Moving all the way for Zetas, who will be really getting nearly wrecked, brutally murdered by that C4, but no, he will be able to dodge that bullet and will be continuing within this game. I'm sorry, I'm barely even know what am I even talking about at this point.
Kura is getting decent self-destruction with his sidearm shotgun, so a lot of times we say that Buck can be replaced by Jackal, and yes, in Clubhouse you can, because there's not that much of a time pressure, because it's very simple how to take Clubhouse in its current state. Very easily done, so you can bring a Jackal instead of the Buck. You don't need that speedy take. But they are a man down, and now they're making a push onto site. El Papazito is pushing down the main stairs, and so is Kura. Now he... Oh my god! The Jaeger is tornadoing so hard!
That 50-round mag is coming into play as well. Papacito needs to start helping Kura, because Kura will get traded out straight away by Super Vegas. Oof.
Tolji takes down Pre.
From Tolji and Papacito, yep.
Oh
to Vigil and Legion.
Oh dear me. Shazam potatoes, and then there's a reverse potatoes all around. Papacito has been down, however, he gets finished off by Friska. Tolji takes down Shazam behind the blue mirror window, and now it's just up to Friska. Now he has a crossfire to deal with, he doesn't know where to look. Tolji takes him down with a headshot. That was a very, very frenetic take. Potatoes on both sides.
Yeah, you could probably make a really nice Volca out of the amount of potatoes that was shown in the last moments of this round, but yep. 2-1 Ewok.
4-1.
Could this be the one? Could this be the one and only match point?
Well, we'll have to see. They are still undecided on whether they're going to bar stock or cash, but they seem to have settled on bar stock. Now Lion, as you can see, has fallen way out of favor since his nerf, but I think even in his nerf state, he would be a good tool on attack. They are bringing
attackers need to locate.
I just like to point out that Tolji is currently sitting on a whopping 8 kills compared to 4 and lower by the rest of the team. That is pretty good. Like Tolji will probably feel very proud. Sorry, I'm stumbling over words.
And he's one of the new pickups of Ferox esports, so that's very. I like to commend them on that. That's very nice for them.
Yeah, that's a very good improvement and a very nice choice as well. As Tolji showing off his full potential on a Relegations match, very important for Ferox esports match, as well as that would be deciding on within the Pro League.
Attackers have recovered their
I'm
heading out to defuse
no
a bomb.
one spawning from the attacker on the warehouse side, so this might be entirely a strip club push.
Yeah. This certainly does look like, but what's interesting is that Tolji fully abandoned strip club. Nobody will be even contesting that.
I'll just relax here.
And it seems that Ferox are concentrating on potential setup for the stockroom push, so that might be the bane of them if they won't be able to realize this anytime sooner.
Yeah.
Bomb located
Just
by
have to
attackers.
see how INE makes the push. Their push needs to be explosive, it needs to be timed perfectly, and they need to win this gunfight. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you get the strats right. If you're losing in gunfights, you're gone. I mean, it's just FPS 101. It is an FPS at the end of the day. You have to be winning your gunfight. Now Vegas, he is going to be solo pushing over here onto the stock room. There's a castle barricade up for him to destroy, and Detrian is actually trying to get a long peek onto anyone trying to push over from the strip side. Now gets another aggressive peek hole but doesn't see anyone.
That is just straight up disrespect at this point by Detrian, just trying to get those cheeky peeks in.
And
if he manages to get those kills, I'd be salty. I'd be salty,
and
definitely.
You would not expect that peek so late into the round. You'd expect it at the very start. That's a very common spawn peek, but you wouldn't call that peek happening 1 minute 20 seconds into the round.
You wouldn't even call that peak just at all during any big competitive matches.
Yeah, honestly, it's liable to get you killed because one peak hole, they have ACOGs, they're gonna snipe your head off.
Yeah, and the only person that would make sense would be Kura to pick it. But nonetheless, I like this rotation that was going from above.
Plant is going down. Vegas, the Ash is the one going to be carrying that diffuser. Now they have a crossfire set up, but Detrian is the first person and Plant does go down. Cody does take down Vegas, but Free Sky and Ghost answer back on their own, taking down Papacito and Detrian. They have upstairs control, and Kree is going to be throwing down smokes here on the side itself, but Tolji gets taken down by the Ghost. This is looking to be a successful push onto the pool side. Zitosin does trade one back onto the Ghost. Tolji is still down. I don't think we'll have time to pick him up. And now Kura actually flanks back up there. And Zitosin, I don't know what Kree was doing, just sitting there. And what looked to be a successful attack. Very successful and well-coordinated attack. Fell apart. The retake happened very easily for Ferox. Echo making the rotation upstairs, not being heard, not being expected somehow. And there you have it.
But I'm just gonna say that INE just threw that round.
Yeah, definitely the retake should not have happened.
That should not have happened at all. The way they allowed Echo to flank, they allowed Legion to rotate after being down. Or was it Legion?
Yeah,
it was Bandit.
Bandit was down, and Bandit didn't get picked back up. But I'm not sure what Kree was doing, just sitting there, literally on top of the diffuser. I almost called him as an as a defender.
Like, Echo is a 3 armor. He would be loud as heck. How do you not hear him coming up? Like, even Echo was sprinting before he actually turned around the corner. Like,
exactly.
You could have heard him. How do you mess it up?
I'm not sure.
I'm confused. I'm confused
totally did not expect that retake to ever work. Ferox looked to be in no shape.
Yeah.
Well, it happened. That's what it is. And Ferox they win map 1 by a commanding scoreline of 5-1. Now we'll be going on to map 2. That is Oregon.
The thing is that Clubhouse was INE's peak.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon is Ferox's peak. The map that just Southeast Asia in general likes to play a whole lot. Like, you will be seeing this on nearly every Pro League match. Oregon, because every team is comfortable with it, and every team has its own approach to how to play it. So I would expect. I'm not even sure what to expect, because before that I was saying that we might see something just very stale and very close, but now with how Ferox was performing, I might as well just call it a Ferox win for Oregon as well.
Yeah, I think Ferox has this Pro League power, Pro League experience. They're gonna win this.
Yeah,
but might be close. We don't know, because a lot of times it happens that whoever pick it was doesn't actually end up winning the map, and the picks get reversed. So iNation picked Clubhouse and Ferox has picked Oregon, but we have seen this happen time and time again in Rainbow Six, when you have the picks basically being reversed for some reason. It just happens.
It could be that, certainly, but only one way to find that out, and we will be getting into the game in a bit.
Right.
What do you think score-wise we're gonna see in Finn?
I wouldn't have predicted 5-1, at the start of Clubhouse, but Oregon is also one of the default maps. It's very tried and tested, and INE were making a lot of fundamental errors. I would say 5-2. Let's give INE a bit more, but there's no like really offsites here. So, I don't think even the issue that Ferox faced on defending bar stock, I don't think they're gonna face that here unless they decide to do something funky and go over to tower.
I mean, could happen. We did see several times Southeast Asia going for the tower hold.
Southeast Asia, I'm not sure, but we have seen LATAM successfully pull it off, definitely.
Does that,
and we have actually seen in the EU, I think,
Attackers need
attempted
to locate
kitchen
and defuse bomb.
dining defense, and I think it was attempted 2 or 3 times, but only successful once.
Yeah, and we did see actually with the name that as well when Mind Freak lost attempted that, and it did look promising, but it didn't work. But that ended up falling apart. But I'm curious how will this will work out, because for Ferox we are seeing just about the same lineup as we see during Clubhouse. Kura back on the Vigil, but Kura will be playing that very wide aggressive role once again.
I would expect Kura to initially start off on the Roman west side and then rotate up onto either kids' dorms or classroom side and just lurk there waiting for attackers to fall into his trap.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, he's already going up to kids. He's going up to kids immediately. Now, actually, if you remember, I think Oregon was one of the maps that Cryptic faced them on the very start of the season, and if I remember correctly, it was Kura who was absolutely carrying this team, and not just in terms of kills, but in terms of the way he was rotating, the rotations he was making, the impact kills that he was getting, really affecting the round at the right moment. And unfortunately, at the end, he did disconnect. So
that was not pretty. This time, I feel that Tolji will be on par with Kura.
Definitely,
I feel there will be that big. There will be that big dynamic duo like back in COVID days. It would have been Rizraz and Kings.
Right now,
who are absolutely just nutty.
Detrian has actually already taken about 50 HP worth of damage. Oh no, they haven't reinforced
what?
The hatch. Oh, they haven't. Oh dear me. How do you miss that?
No. They hadn't reinforced. It was the glitch. It was the mirror. It was the mirror glitch. Not the mirror. The Hibana glitch. Like the reinforcements actually exploded.
Oh no!
But they hadn't
that patience.
The patience. Yes. The patience. The handling.
I don't think there is gonna be a drone over here. Oh no! Shazam's gonna see him. Oh, and he's gonna get fragged from the classroom window. Oh no, he's not. He actually gets the kill onto Frisco. What is going on? Shazam gets the what? What is happening? That should not have happened. Where is the communication, INE, come on. Oh, Kura.
Oh boy.
Oh dear. What is he waiting for? Oh no, he's being clear. No.
He's waiting. Be patient.
That was a free kill.
Kura can get it rolling. Don't worry.
Oh my god, it's 45 seconds. What is going on in this round?
This is gonna be spicy. This is definitely going to be spicy.
You see, okay, I actually still don't understand why he did not go for the kill onto Zofia, but he does now. He gets one, but he immediately gets traded out by the Ghost. I don't think he should have waited, but Vegas is eating quite a bit of gas. Zitosin takes down Kree though, and that is the man advantage in favor of the defenders now. Oh, Tolly takes down one more. Vegas finally goes down, and the diffuser has been dropped. Is the Ghost gonna get one more? No, he's gonna get smoked off very easily. He has to drop the hatch if he wants to make anything of this, but Tolji is there, secures the kill from below.
Tolji is already on the case. You see,
I mean,
in a at least one man advantage over another team. Round. At this point, that's what Tolji is showing.
I still don't know what I saw.
INE fail at the basic communication at the very moment.
I thought the Hibana was coming in to secure a super easy
to
frag.
get killed. Like, and she didn't even need to like jump into the window.
Yeah.
She just needed to peek. She saw
No.
Jaeger's dome right from that window.
And not to mention, even if she vaulted in, she wasn't even
Attackers
paying
need to locate and
attention
defuse bombs.
to what was
Yeah, I don't
in
think
front
that-
of her. She wasn't even looking. She didn't see the Jaeger. And the Jaeger's like, oh, hello there. And he just turns and gets a free kill.
Please tell me you're seeing what I'm seeing.
What are you doing, Ione? But okay, they're gonna be setting up here on the second floor with a mirror window to boot. And armory reinforcements despite them defending laundry and supply room.
In fact, I'm needing the Blitz of Detrian.
10 seconds to insertion.
Are you seeing this?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Detrian,
This is gonna be good.
Detrian is a fearsome
Attackers
blitz.
recovered the
At least
bomb.
at this level.
Attackers' objective is to locate a
but
bomb and defuse it.
and Ione, these guys have basic issues. I don't know if they're gonna be able to set the crossfires required, if they're gonna be able to use the impact, smokes, and kill holes that you need to take down the blitz. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I have faith in IE because they're setting up some very interesting stuff, but at the same time, I'm very cautious about how they're approaching this
No,
because
not.
this
They've
seems
got
that
the
they
ideas
will be just locking themselves out.
Yeah. They 100% have the right ideas, this IME. But the problem is they don't seem to have that mechanical execution ability of those strats. So they set up everything's going fine in the prep phase, everything going fine in the first minute of the round, and then suddenly the gunfight. No, this doesn't happen, and you can see Papazito is already pressuring here, all the way up into the kitchen, he's pressuring onto the meeting hall, and Detrian is already trying to kill someone. You can hear his P12 going off.
That is
A
indeed
bomb has
an
been located.
Is he fighting? Is he fighting Vegas? I'm not sure.
located
Oh,
by
but the
attackers.
Twitch of Zetasin does manage to get the kill.
Oh my
What a
God.
double
Ghost.
kill from the Ghost. I was talking about not winning the gunfights, but the extended barrel red dot SMG 11.
Ouch. That would have hurt. Here you go.
Oh, dear me, but Kura, he gets the first frag. Oh, he's on site. He has
He's
sight.
already on side. They already taken the side. They just completely ignored that upstairs holding. That's
And
it.
okay,
they're
look,
already there.
they only have one hatch open. Toji gets the kill onto the Ghost. Shazam does trade back onto Toji, and there we go. Kura trades back onto Super
Attackers are
Vegas,
activating the
and
bomb
that is
diffuser.
going to be a very tough retake. But Zetasin takes down Kree as he tries to drop down from the hatch. Shazam is here. He needs to retake onto his own side, and they know exactly where he is. They have the health and man advantage. Shazam, he's gonna have to do something spectacular. Oh, there we go.
That's exactly what I was talking about. INE has good ideas. They have good potential, but they cannot read in just yet about how their opponents are going to play, because we just witnessed that. Ferox completely ignored the upstairs hold, and they bulldozed INE straight away. Like, the retake was pretty much at that point, even in an equal amount of players from both sides, it was nearly impossible for INE, because they had themselves at a bottleneck. They had to push through the whole hallway that both Kura and Zeto already had the control of. That would have been just they were purely at a disadvantage, and only just sick bolo level peaks would have saved them.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. So as we're talking about, they got the basics, the fundamentals of gunfighting. Yeah, they got that, but then the other basics of not leaving just one man on site, they got that wrong. There was too much of a roam. And once the mirror went down, attackers had sight. Kura made the call, and he was like, "Hey guys, free sight." They came in, got the plant down. Yes, they lost a man, but they recovered from the 3v5, and that should never have been happening.
5 seconds left.
So now I'm curious, you all.
Yeah.
Attackers recovered the bomb
upstairs
diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it. Attackers dropped the
There's a
Attackers have recovered
very
their
kind of,
diffuser.
at least the way I see it, it's a very kind of 50-50 percentage on how you can hold it, how successful you can hold upstairs dorms. And we did see a fair few teams actually within, I believe, the Pro League of Southeast Asia that actually went straight away for kids dorms as their first pick of plan.
Yeah, I mean,
so there's certainly an idea on how to cover it, but do you reckon having an idea is enough?
Oh dear, Papazito, he's on his cam, he hasn't heard this Twitch drone. He's a very silent drone in the first place. And not sure if he knows he has been going out, if his position has been compromised. That's gonna be risky, but it doesn't look like Indonesia, sorry, not Indonesia, keep on calling him that because that was the old name, iNation.esports knows or, you know, wants to capitalize on it.
Yeah. And I am interested as well in the fact that I keeps on picking Dokubi for this one. We didn't see...
I think they're bringing her for the disruption and the smoke, but look at this, look at what they're doing. 3 people on the big window.
Yeah, this looks like it's just a general rush in, and it seems that it might actually work.
There's still a default cam up that's spotting Freestyle here outside, and you can see the ping coming out. How is this happening? They have a Ying too. And there we go. Oh no, he gets eaten up by the... Oh my goodness, he's bringing 6-12 Ying shotgun, and there we go, channeling the inner hungry. Shazam gets one. Super Vegas gets another. Totally trades one back, and the trade second back stops the plot. Yes, he does. Oh, he gets a knife trade with Kree, and Papazito's making the long rotation. Oh, here's the rappel up behind him, and Shazam is here on the kids window. It's a 2v2 scenario, and this is gonna be a tough retake. Shazam does get one, but Papazito trades back onto Ghost immediately, and Papazito, what are you doing, man?
How was that allowed to happen? I'm sorry. That should not have happened.
How did a Twitch lose that fight? And what, a knife trade? Come on, knife. That stuff happened in Halo, not in Rainbow Six.
I'm lost for words, Ewok. I'm lost absolutely for words. All I'm seeing is Shazam currently at 4 kills, with the rest of the team is falling back on.
Those were the only 2 kills that Papazito has gotten until now. Those 2 kills onto the Twitch and the Ash. And what a time to bring those in a 1v2 clutch.
That was a worthy clutch, but at the same time, that should not have happened for INE. They had 2 angles locked down.
Defenders, protect your bomb. How defused by attackers.
Like, I know,
how does Cozy just walk up to you guys? Defeat a 6-12 Ying. 6-12 Ying. And then take down a second and then gets a knife trade. Come on, man.
All I'm gonna say is that I should not be roasting INE for this one, but, like, this is a necessary one, because, like, it's the basics of competitive play, the communication, and INE seems to be either maybe it's not their day today, maybe there's something else, maybe there's hardware issues, but they need to fix it ASAP.
Yeah, if today's not their day, it's not going to be their day for 6 months. They're going to be stuck in Challenger League for 6 months, and obviously Ferox, they know this. They have brought their absolute A game here. They are ripping into INE. Helped by INE's absolute abysmal fundamentals, yes. And look at that, they've even lost the mirror window right at the very start of the round to Zitosin's switch drone again. I don't know, man. INE, look, we don't like roasting teams, but come on, INE, you can't be expecting to get into the Pro League with this kind of performance. This is a record stack. Sorry. Oh, look at that. Zitosin, he's trying to get the second window. And he actually, what is he doing? Freestyle? Oh my god.
Just rushed in.
Oh.
Zero just rushed in. Kura, pardon me.
Zito does actually get the kill on Zero. And that's a 3 kill for Kura. Oh my god. What do I even say? What do you even cast?
I don't.
When this is happening.
Understand. Papazito manages to pick up another kill, and all options is out to try to cross something. And eventually pick up on Tolji.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's a good kill.
1v3 now. Papazito will be.
Oh my god!
With the flank, we'll be sorting this out, and that's it. Round 4 going into the hands of Ferox from 4-0. This seems like the Ferox train is not planning to stop. Ewok, I don't think they're train.
This is not so much.
I can't.
This is not entirely a Ferox train, but it's also an INE derailment. I'm so sorry.
And that one as well, but yeah, nah.
What on earth am I watching, man?
I'm ever so slightly confused, surprised, and at this point, I'd question.
I question everything. I'm questioning everything what INE is doing.
Attackers need to locate.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
we just need
questioning
to go back to the very basic strats, the basic of the most basic strats.
No. Not even strats. No. The strats they have the idea. They need practice. They need those scrims. They need to get all of that in. They can't just get off by playing on diamond level rank. That is
Diamond
way
level,
past that.
right? No, this is gold. I'm sorry.
No. Like I'm happy to assume everything. I'm
sure they are
I'm more than
diamonds.
confident that if
10 seconds to go.
you put a random pug team against IB that would just
5 seconds
confidently
left
win.
before insertion.
But at the same time, you need to get a
Attackers
good
have recovered their
communication in
diffuser.
there.
Attackers' objective is to
the
locate
worst
a bomb.
That's the bane of them.
The worst offense is a dead tree and just lying down there, getting the kill on the free Scully Hibana. I mean, oh, that's really unfortunate. And Kura, he gets a spawn peek onto Vegas. That's
This is
the Ash
just
down.
becoming straight up disrespect by Ferris. They know they have the confidence in this one. They just going in.
Look at
They
that
just
rogue
going
charm.
for it.
Rogue charm on Kreese Mark 14 EBR. That's nice. I guess we know who he's supporting tomorrow night. It's the first
I'm
game.
actually quite excited for that as well.
Yeah, I'm very excited and very excited to see what Fnatic do. I'm not very hopeful.
Or Q Metal Gear Solid music, just hiding
Or
him.
Pink Panther. I like Pink Panther. Dun-dun,
Or do that.
dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. I mean, look, I'm just having
Just like
fun.
slowly back out. He knows what's up. He knows where he's.
Z2C
where
trading
he's
back
played.
onto the Ghost. That's second trade we have seen in this match. First trade was a knife trade, interestingly enough.
Yeah.
But look at that.
Chris,
Pink
he
Panther
just-
stalking.
He's not even. Yeah, Kura just is not even hurrying up. He's just taking his sweet time. He's savoring that roam. He knows that he'll be able to pick up at least one kill.
Oh, he just gets spotted, unfortunately.
Whoops.
Can't land the shots onto Shazam
lucky.
though. And now Friska's gonna try and contest him. Nope. Decides better of it.
See that's the prime example. Friska doesn't want to dedicate.
Yeah.
He doesn't dedicate to his pushes, therefore he doesn't know he's uncoordinated with his pushes. Get him to just, yep, I'm going for it. I'm going for
And
that
look
guy.
at that.
I'm getting him. I'm getting his ass.
That has allowed Kura to rotate here onto the main stairs.
Instead that allowed, Kura to rotate. Kura is now in a prime position to trap
Anyone.
or anyone at that point, because they don't know exactly where he is. Zafir might be going in for yet another drone.
No,
Kura just reads in.
That's just a little too late. Oh, but that's a very timely call, and they needed this call. But he's still gonna get the frag onto Shazam. What is going on?
What is happening?
Shazam. Oh, this is.
Or
And look,
V2.
Friska here inside, pushed in from the construction, and he has left Kree alone. And now he has to deal with Kura, but Friska finally breaks his donut streak and gets onto the
15
breadstick for
seconds to
this
go.
map.
Bomb located by
Papazito
attack.
Might be a bit
goes down.
too
Oh,
late,
but
though.
he doesn't see the rotation on the right side. Now that he has to contest with the meeting hatch as well. He does see the rotation, but he loses the fight, and then the diffuser drop. But we have Kree coming in, but Toji is there. He gets the second kill out and finishes off with down Hibana. That is it, GG 5-0. I predicted INE would do better than the previous match, but they did worse. And quite a bit worse, because that was
obliteration.
That
was a major oof game.
Yeah.
But that was just the only way to describe what we witnessed, the match that we witnessed between Ferox and INE is oof. Poor, unlucky for INE. I'm pretty sure that there was something, like maybe it was probably not their day. Maybe they were not prepared. Maybe they were on the hurry or something. Unlucky for them.
Yeah,
unfortunately, they will be staying in CL. Congratulations to Ferox on a very
convincing win.
Confident, and convincing and confident win. And best of luck to them in competing. I'm actually thoroughly excited now that they've introduced Tolji. I'm actually excited how they will perform against high tier level players.
Yeah, well, we have already seen that against Cryptic. They pushed them really hard, but then again, you know, that is not Cryptic's level, but still, that is still Cryptic. So massive props to them for pushing 6-5, 6-5. I know I keep on harping on about that, but that doesn't happen. You know, you don't just turn up and push 6-5, 6-5 Cryptic
against Cryptic.
Yeah, without having a lot of skill of your own. Sure, at that time they weren't as polished as they now are, you know, but you can clearly see whatever changes they've made with the team, with the strats, with the scrims, all worked out so well. That's a 10-1 victory. Could have been a 10-0 actually.
Well, 10-1, 10-0.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what the score is other than your personal pride. But dominance, that's what I'm trying to say.
That was dominance. That was dominance indeed. And I think we might be wrapping this up.
Yeah, that is it. That is our only game of the relegations for today. There is a second relegations game that is going to be between Xavier Esports and Sound of the Silencing, if I remember the name of the team correctly, SOTS. Both these teams are Challenger League teams. Yes, that's because one of the Pro League teams that was supposed to be fighting Xavier, they had an issue and they can't play in the relegations, I believe. So that means they're going to promote a Challenger League team to fight for the second Pro League spot, and that game's going to be held, as you can see on your screen right now, on Tuesday, 22nd May at 7 p.m. Singapore time. That is GMT +8.
Yep. And thank you all very much for tuning in. Thank you all for bearing with probably the memeest cast that at least I had for a fair while.
For a fair while, because Ferox, they were just having fun, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have fun too.
Yeah. But nonetheless, that is it. Thank you very much once again. We will be seeing you for the other match. I believe that is on Monday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, that's the one. On Tuesday. And get hyped for Atlantic City Finals.
Definitely. Support APAC team. Snora Rengo going up against Rogue in the very first match tomorrow. That is 11 p.m. Singapore time, GMT +8. I'm going to tell all my times in Singapore time. So that's 11 p.m. the Rogue matchup. And then the Fnatic versus Team Liquid. That is a rematch from Invitational. Fnatic won that 2-1 at the Invitational in the group stages. So Liquid will be out for revenge. Fnatic will be looking to do the double over them. That will be, I think, at around 6:30 a.m. Singapore time.
Yep.
So
that's the one.
Please do support the local teams if you are able to stay up or wake up early. But that will be all from the two of us for now. See you on Tuesday. This is the Infian Ewok.
And the Russian Cthulhu.
Yep. Thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye.
Goodbye.